The world has effectively allowed billions in stolen wealth to simply disappear into the shadows forever, despite decades of relentless pursuit by global authorities. Manuel Noriega, the former Panamanian dictator, amassed a fortune through drug trafficking and controlling state assets. Estimates suggest he pilfered hundreds of millions, possibly over $1 billion, through illicit activities during his rule. After his overthrow in 1989, significant sums were never recovered, vanishing into offshore accounts and complex shell companies. The exact amount remains a mystery, swallowed by intricate financial networks. The uncle of Syria's current president, al-Assad, allegedly looted billions from the Syrian state during the 1980s. He then funneled these vast sums into luxury properties and assets across Europe, particularly in France and Spain. Despite subsequent legal battles and asset seizures, a significant portion of the embezzled wealth remains untraced and unrecovered. This illicit fortune continues to fuel an extravagant lifestyle while its origins are obscured. In 2017, Saudi Arabia launched an unprecedented anti-corruption purge, detaining hundreds of princes, ministers, and businessmen. While the government claimed to recover over $100 billion, it remains highly opaque what was genuinely recovered versus what was seized and redistributed within the ruling family. Many outside estimates suggest that substantial fortunes simply disappeared from public accountability or remain hidden in undisclosed offshore accounts. The true destination of billions is still a matter of speculation. North Korea's state-sponsored hacking group, Lazarus Group, has orchestrated numerous massive cryptocurrency heists, stealing billions of dollars from exchanges and DeFi platforms. These funds, often laundered through sophisticated mixing services, are crucial for financing the country's weapons of mass destruction programs. Despite international sanctions and tracking efforts, the vast majority of these digital billions have never been recovered, proving incredibly difficult to trace once moved. Following the 2003 invasion, billions of dollars intended for Iraq's reconstruction vanished from the Coalition Provisional Authority's Development Fund for Iraq. This massive sum, comprising Iraqi oil revenue and frozen assets, was largely untraceable due to lax oversight and mismanagement. Reports estimate between $8 to $20 billion simply went missing, fueling corruption and illicit networks in the post-war chaos. The vast scale of this disappearance makes it one of history's largest lost fortunes. As First Lady of the Philippines, Imelda Marcos and her husband Ferdinand systematically plundered their nation's wealth for decades. While famous for her shoe collection, the couple's true legacy is the estimated $5 to $10 billion they embezzled, making it one of the largest kleptocracies in history. Despite decades of legal efforts to recover the stolen funds and seize assets like art and real estate, much of this colossal fortune remains hidden in secret accounts worldwide. A significant portion of this ill-gotten wealth has never been fully repatriated or accounted for. The OneCoin cryptocurrency scam, founded by crypto queen Ruja Ignatova, defrauded investors out of an estimated $4 billion between 2014 and 2017. Promising massive returns, the scheme was a classic Ponzi with no actual blockchain technology backing it. Ignatova vanished in 2017 with a huge portion of the funds, her whereabouts and the location of the remaining billions unknown to this day. The crypto queen remains one of the FBI's most wanted, as her digital fortune disappeared into the ether. Days before the 2003 invasion of Iraq, Saddam Hussein ordered his son Qusay to withdraw nearly $1 billion in US dollars from Iraq's central bank. This audacious act involved loading cash onto trucks in the dead of night, leaving behind empty vaults. While Qusay was later killed and some of the cash possibly recovered, a substantial portion of this monumental sum was never fully accounted for or returned to Iraqi coffers. It remains one of the most brazen bank heists in history. Nigerian dictator Sani Abacha, who ruled from 1993 to 1998, systematically stole an estimated $3 to $5 billion from the national treasury. He used an elaborate network of shell companies and complicit banks to launder the money through European and American financial systems. Despite international efforts and partial recoveries by subsequent Nigerian governments, billions of dollars of the Abacha loot remain hidden in offshore accounts, continuing to elude full repatriation. This vast theft crippled a nation's development. The One Malaysia Development Berhad 1MDB scandal involved the systematic embezzlement of over $4.5 billion from Malaysia's State Development Fund. Masterminded by financier Joe Low and allegedly involving former Prime Minister Najib Razak, funds were diverted to luxury assets, real estate, and even Hollywood films. While some assets have been seized globally, Joe Low remains a fugitive, and a substantial portion of the stolen billions, particularly the cash, remains untraceable and unrecovered. This complex global web of corruption is still being unraveled, with many billions simply gone. These incredible stories remind us how easily immense wealth can vanish into the global financial system, never to be seen again. Which of these staggering disappearances surprised you the most, and why do you think these fortunes prove so elusive?